That would be helpful, maybe.
Hello.
Hi, everyone. Hi.
Hi. Welcome to Fuck Wellness. I'm Mallory.
I'm Lara. I'm McKenna. And today we're all together. If you can't tell.
We're like physically very close right now.
If you hear some extra love in our voice, that's why.
Yeah. Lara's knee is like really close to me.
Crotch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And McKenna's shoulder is kind of inching towards my chest. It's very intimate.
It's inching closer.
Yeah. We're not sure where we're going to end up by the end of this pod, but yeah, it may or may not be a bed. Unclear. Just kidding.
What?
That was a sex joke and it didn't really land. It did not land. Anyway,
you look like you're the host that's like, never mind.
Well, I just feel like I'm kind of like in the middle with arms around me, you know? I'm like,
yeah.
I feel like I have to be cooler than I am.
A hot take is I like when we're in the same spot, but I really don't like recording like this. Why though? I love it. My ideal recording is knee in Mal's crotch, like arm around shoulder.
Did we unpack that? I feel like there's a lot more there.
No, I just feel so cooped.
Yeah. Yeah, we are a little
I have
cooped.
to stay in one position the whole time. Like,
yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. But we don't have to worry about Douglas making noises.
You're right. And maybe one day we will have a studio where we all can have one of those
one day. We
mics.
Will have a studio.
Yeah, you're right.
Not one day.
That requires us to live in the same place.
Yes.
Yeah. This we want to be aware.
Can confirm. Or we all have our individual studios.
Correct.
In wherever we live.
Yeah. As we do now.
Well.
AKA our rooms.
Yeah. Studio is a really generous term. Yeah.
We got tattoos. So
yeah. We have a lot of updates.
That's our first update. We all got 3s tattooed on our body because
like the number 3.
Yeah. Because we are, although I did just rebrand us a little bit to get rid of Generation 3 Girls as our Instagram handle, those are our roots, and we have to always remember that those are our roots. So
stay humble.
Yeah, stay humble. It's been tattooed on our body because
also before we even had the podcast, we called ourselves 3 Girls, and that was like kind of our joke, like 3 girls, 1 car, you know. So I feel like it's always been our thing, like pre-pod.
3 girls, 1 diva cup.
Yeah.
Which isn't a joke. So that's just like an important thing about us, that we like the word or the
that we
3.
Share a diva cup.
Yeah. And that we got tattoos, and some of us got other 2 tattoos, and some of us are dreaming of other tattoos. So
and some of us have a fungus. Really smooth transition on my part.
That's our second update. Guess which one of the 3 of us has a fungus?
and can you guess what fungus is the question?
And where?
Yeah.
Since
we can't hear your answers, we're just gonna tell you.
We're just like speaking to like
ourselves.
You guys, like, before the fungus, like, to give you guys time to think, who has the fungus?
DM us during this break.
Like, do you guys realize that now in like comedies, they're like making fun of everyone being a podcaster? And like there's all this like video montage of like people talking into microphones. Now sometimes I feel like that when we talk into a microphone,
like that we are like we're a parody
montage. Cameras are just like floating by us. And but the one movie we watched recently, what was that called?
I don't remember.
It's called You or something. Oh, something with you in it. Have you seen that, Mal, on Netflix?
That's the most vague thing ever. You?
Yeah, that's a good
every title has you in it.
Yeah. What's his name?
With Jonah Hill.
With Jonah Hill. Yeah. The new movie on Netflix that Jonah Hill's in. Yeah. He has a podcast in that movie, and his podcast was not doing so great, and then it did really well after he quit his job. So also recommend that movie. So we're all
quitting.
Recommend that movie to everyone listening. Yeah.
Even though you can't remember the name, so it's super helpul.
No, it's just the Jonah Hill movie on Netflix. Yeah, you'll find it. It's literally number 1 right now. It's top ranked. I will say though, like, let us know how you feel about that movie, because I feel like I had mixed reviews. But I was also slightly under the influence of an edible. So that I think impacts my view on what the acting in the movie was like. I was just simply blown away by the movie. Like, when you're going through trauma, you don't remember things. That's the influence that I was under. Yeah, my childhood. Like,
like your childhood. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You know what it feels like.
I remember.
Yeah.
Gaps
So
of memory.
trauma and edibles.
Yes.
Both under the influence.
So yeah, let us know if you like the movie. I want you to watch it. Mel,
Yeah,
as well.
Mel, I think you would like it actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right, let's move on. Who has the fungus?
And I know you've been on the edge of your seat. This is a Jeopardy question. What is ringworm? We're going to start off with that.
Yep.
And I'm not asking it rhetorically. We actually know what ringworm is because we looked it up.
Mallory
Some of us know more than others.
Mallory can identify it pretty fast.
Well, and I do have to say, I'm not the one who currently has it. We're just going to get that out there.
Who has it?
Yeah. So, but I did have ringworm back in high school. I had it on my forearm and I think I got it from the YMCA. Shout out the YMCA. So yeah, that was unfortunate. It was a little itchy. Ringworm is not the end of the world. It honestly is like kind of a worse name than it seems. I mean, it's not great, but it's fine.
No,
anyway,
it's like the worst name maybe for something that is simply not a worm to just like,
yeah,
it's not a worm at all.
No,
literally not a worm at all.
The difference between it being a fungus and the idea of there being a
worm
worm inside of you, very different. Yeah.
Some like scientists just like very casually just attached worm to a diagnosis without really kind of thinking about it.
Okay, so second, what is back of her neck? So we're on our second part of the Jeopardy.
Yep.
The area is back of the neck and
which honestly, like,
not the worst place in the world to have it.
If you're thinking about your whole body, all of the skin on your entire body, not the worst.
Yeah, a labia ringworm.
Oh,
very bad. Very bad. It'd be really uncomfortable.
No, sorry, just a side note. Do you guys know about parasite cleanses that are all the rage right now?
I'm scared of them.
Apparently though, like you see
we
them
should
in
wellness episode on
yeah,
that.
I would like to because something in my body is like, I know that their worms are living in me and I need them out of my body.
And you need to pull them out of your body.
Yeah. But and then the other side is like, is it a scam?
I don't think it's a scam.
I don't either, so I need the worms out of my body now.
I've seen people do the papaya seed ones and like just absolutely wreck themselves.
I follow someone on Instagram who is literally, it's her only job is parasite cleanses.
Doing them? Or
teaching people.
Okay,
teaching people how to do them. It's cool.
Okay. So what is Lara Vanderbilt?
That's not my full name, Mallory.
Everyone knows your name. We said it on the pod. Okay, so you want to tell us about this experience?
Yeah. So everyone who has been listening might know that we have sometimes in the past slandered our dear old gym.
Mm-hmm.
And now
not Jim the man, like gym, like where you work
our gymnasium.
Yeah.
Our workout place.
Yeah.
Now we have yet another reason to absolutely curse their name because I know exactly when it happened. I know what equipment I was using because I don't really touch the back of my neck 2 places ever.
You know what I was thinking though? Could it have been when you got your brows done?
No, I was like fully clothed, like hair down, fully closed.
Okay.
And like that brow place, pristine.
Yeah, you're right. I shouldn't have even said that.
Yeah, that's really offensive to the whole brow team there.
Sorry.
So I know exactly when it happened. It was like, I wipe down everything I use at the gym, number one. I also always like, I don't really use like mats and stuff. Like if I'm using a mat, I'm using my mat from home. Like I don't really like rub my sweaty body on like our gym mats.
Yeah, because if you, no offense, have seen the people that go to our gym, you would not want to use the equipment sometimes.
And so here we are. I'm using a piece of equipment. First mistake. I'm using a leg
only
press
because
machine.
They don't clean up after themselves. People don't clean up after themselves.
But I clean always before I use something as well because I see people sweat all over shit and get up and leave. So I always wipe down. And that's
why I think the disinfectant is not good enough and that
maybe
our gym needs a stern word.
Like watery disinfectant.
Yeah.
Anyways, a leg press machine. I don't know if you know what that looks like, but you do have to like put your whole back against something. And I tried it one day and I put on a lot of weight and I was really pressing into that back. And I do now have
the worm,
which is not a worm, but I have it and it's on my neck. And Mallory saw it.
We've all seen it, but I found it.
Mallory was the only one.
Yep. Yeah. With my history of ringworm, I was I was really, and a member of my family, I'm not sure if he would like me to say it on the pod, also has ringworm. So, yeah, ringworm has been near and dear to my heart recently. So
yeah. And if you have it, like,
no shame, but like get rid of it.
Yeah.
You know?
I will be sponsored by my antifungal cream that I got at the CVS. It's called Lotriminin. And apparently you can use any antifungal that has the active ingredient clotimarazole. Yeah, I have a lot of skin issues going right now. This is my other cream and my meds. So if anyone was wondering.
Yeah, that's a great update.
Well, we love your skin.
Thank you. I am learning to love my skin. And we're healing, we're healing from a few things.
Yep.
Well, I think we have quite a lot to go into in this pod, so we should probably hop right in. So we decided for this special live from Arlington, Virginia pod
with the best view. Mallory has the best view of all time.
Oh,
I just have to say, because usually I stare at my wall.
This is much better.
Better. Your view of us, not great, but our view, pretty great. So each of us came up with 3 questions to ask the group. We journaled about it
for 1 minute.
For 1 minute, but didn't tell each other what we were journaling, and just went through the 10, I guess, with your bonus, 10 questions. And now we're going to discuss them on the pod live. So we don't know what each other journaled.
Yeah.
So we all have our journals in front of us.
The person that came up with the question should say their question.
I agree.
Okay.
Yes, totally. Let's dive right in.
Okay. My first question was, please brainstorm the next trip that we would like to take together.
And it feels a little bit braggy saying this on the pod because it will not include anyone else, maybe Ryan. That is all.
Yeah.
Yep. Maybe Ryan.
Maybe you have insight of like a place that you've gone and you've loved, or a place you've gone and hated. So we are going to say our answers.
And also, like, it's our podcast, so you can listen to us.
And maybe you have better ideas, and someone else would say, "Oh, you should actually go here. We could ask."
Yeah. And maybe one of us had a really stupid idea, and you want to tell us
exactly.
Yeah. Maybe you'll just hear us slander each other. Yeah.
Okay. Should I go first?
Yeah.
Okay. I think I had like 4 ideas. We asked for like one. I asked for one bigger trip and one like more reasonable like weekend trip. Maybe. Don't peek.
No peeking. This is going to be a long pod if we can't peek.
Sorry, I'm scared that people are going to think I'm mean. I don't think I'm very mean, but I'm sorry I reacted that way, Mallory. Okay. Road trip. I am dying to take a road trip. Ryan's actually leaving the house.
Hi, Ryan.
So let's just take a pause.
Pause.
It'll be in the YouTube though.
Yep.
It'll be in the YouTube. If you're watching this, then you're one of our very few YouTube loyal.
And we actually want to take a moment to really shout you out.
We are obsessed with you, and you are perfect. And I hope you never get ringworm, babe. I hope you never, ever get ringworm or rosacea on your face, because that's what I'm doing right now. Both of those back to back. Okay, Ryan.
Bye, Ryan.
We love you.
Love you. Bye.
Please be safe.
Drive safe.
We'll get you some pad thai.
We'll get you pad thai.
Thank you.
Bye.
And we'll see you.
Okay, back in.
Back in.
All right. I asked them to give one like weekend or like in the States trip, and then one kind of maybe like a broad, like bigger trip. Okay. Mine are kind of boring, but things that I've been itching to do. Number 1, road trip.
Yep.
I really, really would like a road trip.
Back to our roots.
Back to our roots. Yep. Number 2, Arizona. Hey, I feel like I've never been to Arizona, really. And I just feel like for a weekend, Arizona might be fun. Like Sedona.
Wow, this is so out of left field.
I feel like I need to make myself go places I don't naturally want to go. And I would only want to do that with you.
Yes, absolutely. Let's run with this for a moment.
It's beautiful.
It's beautiful. Also, I feel like those other states like New Mexico, like that the more deserty.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, it's not my cup of tea.
not my cup of tea either, but maybe could be beautiful. Has
Yes.
beautiful places.
Yeah.
Every place has
I don't
beautiful
want to leave
places.
this world without seeing it.
Okay, yeah, good. That's all you need.
Okay, back to things I actually want. Alaska. Alaska.
That's
I
a
would
good
like
one.
to be in Alaska for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
With these 2 people.
At least.
Yeah.
Yep.
I agree.
So that would be like my number 1, I think. Last one, just kind of Europe. Like, just want to be in Europe for a little while.
Yeah, any place.
Yeah, because I feel like I haven't been anywhere. Like, I've been, the places that I've gone to are very niche, like rural Spain, Thailand, and Japan.
Yeah.
I haven't been anywhere else.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's time for me to get like a traditional kind of like
Amsterdam,
Amsterdam,
Copenhagen, Paris, London.
I don't really feel the need to go to Paris, honestly.
Okay,
but
well, I'm just listed.
yeah,
those
like
as stereotypical
London,
cities. Yeah,
like Scotland, Ireland.
Yeah, well, Amsterdam if we're gonna
Amsterdam,
go.
of course. Yes, could not forget.
Prague.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, Vienna.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't have to happen in one like big swoop, but I feel like
but it could.
it could.
Yeah,
that sounds great.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Okay, well, I think well, my small trip was, I just mentioned this today to them already, but a road trip to Charlottesville and Richmond, because that was on my mind because I want to go look at those.
Yeah.
And then my big trip was Norway, Sweden, Finland. I really want to go see the Northern Lights. I want to do a train trip around Sweden.
Yeah.
And just do some exploration. So I don't know if you can do all 3 in one trip, but like I think any of them individually would be really, really cool. So
I'm sure we could do all 3.
Yeah.
Okay, beautiful.
Lara, since you're far away from the mic, you just gotta make sure that you're
okay.
We don't need to turn it.
We're not gonna touch it. Casually go here. So my stateside wishes and dreams. Vancouver Island. I know we've talked about this before, but for sure a dream. Alaska, one of mine for sure. New Orleans, kind of.
Oh my god!
I was just thinking about that
Maggie's
yesterday.
gonna cry when she hears.
I was thinking about that yesterday.
I feel like the witchiness of
Yeah.
New Orleans. The food is amazing. Music, like it could be really fun.
We have a loyal listener that lives in New Orleans.
Yeah, Maggie, hi.
And then
hi, Maggie.
Maine and Vermont.
Yes.
Yeah, love those.
Yeah.
Larger Australia, New Zealand.
Oof, yeah.
And then I know you guys already went to Thailand, but I really would like to go to Thailand and
go to Thailand
just
again.
like top Southeast Asia, like Cambodia.
I want to go to Vietnam
Me too.
really
Indonesia,
badly.
Vietnam, Singapore, Philippines, Malaysia.
Yeah,
Yep.
love that.
And your old roommate studied in Laos, I think, but
Yeah.
loved it. So I would love to go to those places.
Wow, we have a lot of travel to get done.
Well, I'm going to New Zealand for my honeymoon, so
And I'm coming. So.
sure, yeah.
But Lara can't come and not me, so
No, only Lara's invited.
No, only me.
Okay, Lara, I think you're next.
Can you take it back though? Because I'm sad.
Yeah. Yeah, you're definitely invited.
Okay. Where is how did I phrase this?
What is
initially?
something?
What is something you want to start investing some more time into in your life?
Or like, I think you kind of phrased it as like something that maybe we used to invest more time in and we want to reinvest.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I had said flexibility. I have been told by many professionals that I have extremely poor thoracic mobility. So I really need to get working on that a bit more, and some hip mobility stuff, just like normal flexibility that I think like in my older age, I'll be really grateful that I worked on. I have realized though that I do need some way to multitask it. I will not do it if it's the only thing I can do with those minutes. So I'm gonna
Gotta have it, stack it.
Yes.
Wow, it sounds like you need a health coach and personal trainer to help you out.
Gee whiz. Right. Another thing, drawing / sketching as a means of art. I think I have a lot of other crafts / art that I do, but I really want to try to do more drawing / sketching. I think that I avoid it because I think that I'm really bad at it, but it's truly just something that I think either I should take a class on or just like try and do more of.
I think you're very good at drawing and sketching.
Oh, thank you so
I
much.
think you would love taking an art class though.
Yeah. Well, I just mean more like, so draw those stack of books. Like I can't do that shit. I can do like calligraphy, like sketchy doodly stuff really well. But like perspective, shading, like all of that. I do not understand.
I think you would love an art class.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then getting better at talking to strangers. I think that like some people are just really good at like going up to a stranger and like
Mallory.
Yeah, like Mal, like Ryan,
Not.
like just Bella is super good at it. Like very good at just like picking up. And I think that that's something that I should push myself to practice with people. It sounds bad, but like people I don't really like care about a whole lot. Like just strangers, you know,
Yeah.
people who I can like people at a coffee shop who I'm just gonna practice with, you know.
Well, just to riff off of that for a second, is that when the gate person checked me in for my flight, he said, "Have a nice flight," and I said, "Thanks so much, you too." Yeah. And then I should have just let it go. Yeah. And I didn't let it go. And I circled back and I backtracked a little bit. And it definitely held up the line. So
nice.
That's where I'm at with social stuff. So I get it.
Yeah,
I can relate.
You get it?
Yeah. Yeah.
So listeners, I'm not that bad, but it's work.
Okay.
If that happened, I would just like start telling them about my ringworm or something.
Oh my god.
Really elaborate.
Don't tell anyone on the plane about your ringworm.
Oh, hair will be down, like clothes will be on.
No, this will come out long after she's been on the plane.
Yeah.
So no one needs to alert the media. Okay, mine was pickleball because I used to do it so much, like 3 nights a week, and I haven't done it in a really long time. So I would like to invest more time in that. And then something that's not reinvesting, I would like to be better about separating my colors and whites in the laundry. I know that that's something I probably should do, and a lot of my clothes start to be colored over time because I don't like respect the separation at all. So I would like to separate them.
Mm-hmm. I don't do that.
I don't ever do that either, but
if I had a better washer,
it seems like an adulty thing for me to do, you know?
It does. Okay. Things that I haven't invested in recently, but would like to: pottery. Unfortunately, pottery, like to get into a pottery class in Boulder is close to impossible. And I just love pottery so much, and I'm getting kind of okay at it. And so I wanted to keep going, but I didn't get in. So next time. 2, writing. 3, traveling. I feel like with Douglas, I had to really hunker down for a long time. And now I have a little bit more freedom. So I would like to reinstate traveling into my life. And then finally, letting myself kind of reimagine some new business models, some new business ventures. I feel like I don't give myself time to just like allow bad ideas to exist, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, my question was, if you could give yourself a reading, what would it say?
And then you answer.
Oh, I have to answer.
Yeah. Can you just explain what you mean by that?
Oh, yeah. I was thinking about that anyway. So a reading, I think is more just like, I'm trying to think about how I want to describe it. I guess when I was thinking this question, I was thinking like, what are things I need to hear that are like, we have a future question that's affirmations, but it's more like what you need to know about your future that's relevant in the moment. Does that make sense?
I would add maybe a snapshot of the current energy.
Yeah.
Of your life. And what's happening.
Well, I kind of just wrote a paragraph, so I'll read it. I'm so proud of you. You are trying new things, pushing your comfort zone and challenging yourself, but the rest piece isn't there. You will burn out if you don't balance the challenge with the rest.
True.
That's it. That's all I wrote. That took a whole minute for me to write.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay. Who's next?
Yeah.
Yeah. I love that. I'll go next. I also said, good job. I'm proud of you.
Oh,
I said, I know life feels really hard right now, but with time and space, it will get better.
Yeah.
I love that. I said words, like I didn't have a paragraph, but I said patience. You're on the cusp of change. Be as present as possible and fully enjoy. Say no to more things. Trust that things are working out. And this is kind of a controversial statement, but I said, like fated change is coming because that's the way that it feels like for me.
Fated.
Yeah. Yep. Okay, my turn.
Yep.
All right. Kind of very similar is what affirmations do you need to hear right now? I put 4. I said, have faith in your wisdom, trust the pull, lovingly release what isn't a yes, and enjoy an experience. For my current affirmations.
Wait, can you say those again?
Yeah.
I don't feel like I absorbed
Yeah.
them.
Okay. So number 1, have faith in your wisdom.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Number 2, trust the pull.
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 Yeah.
Trust what you're pulled to.
Yeah.
Lovingly release what isn't a yes.
Absolutely.
Enjoy an experience.
Mm-hmm.
I like those.
Yeah.
Thank you.
They're much better slower. So my
Yeah, I'm sorry. I do talk I talk pretty fast. I need to work on that.
That's okay.
My first one was rest is productive, which sounds really basic because we talk about it all the time, but I feel like I'm really in a phase where I have a new therapist now, and she, throughout the session, I kept like realizing all of this stuff. I was like, yeah, I have a full-time job. Oh, and I teach group fitness classes. Oh, I have a podcast.
Yeah.
Oh, I have a newsletter. Oh, I do personal training on the side. Like, oh, I go rock climbing 3 days a week. And she's like,
Yeah.
like, love all of this, but like, what, like, when
Yeah.
do you have free time? And I was like, oh, free time? What? But it doesn't feel like I have no free time, but I don't. Anyway, so I
Can I
said,
say just one note about that?
yeah, please.
I feel like because it doesn't feel like you have free time, because right now, like, is better than it previously was.
so much better.
And also, I think you enjoy the things that you do now more, but that
Yeah.
doesn't mean that there's
You should have
there's
told
a
her
big
that.
change.
You think this is bad? Look,
Yeah.
take a look at it.
Look at my year ago. Look at my Google Cal from a year ago.
Yeah, or even like I feel like 2019 Mal was like a little like
Yeah.
in it with like the obligations.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then also just off of that was hanging out with friends is not always rest. Because sometimes I'm like, oh my gosh, I have such a chill like week this week. But every single night I have like dinner with a friend. And it's like, even though that is like sometimes like most of the time fun and enjoyable, that isn't always rest.
Mhm.
Anyway, and my other one is your body is the best body for you, and it's all yours.
Oh, I love that.
really like that.
Thanks, guys.
Amazing. Okay, affirmations. My affirmations. You are lovable. Your needs are not too much. You are someone that people are lucky and blessed to have in their lives.
I
Just
love
wait
that.
for my next one.
Yeah, I'm very excited for the next question.
Wait, okay. Ready for the question?
Yeah.
Okay, so the next question I had was, what is something you wish the other two could understand about themselves, but you don't think they do? I'm going to answer first. For Ken,
I'm so nervous.
I'm not about to blast you.
I know.
Mine are both really nice.
Maybe this is a little bit of a blast.
Okay.
I said, Ken, any person can want you or like will want you. So that hardly matters. You need to make sure that the people you let access your energy deserve it. And you actually, want them. You do not need to worry about being a good mom to humans or Douglas. You are and will be a phenomenal mom.
Oh, thank you.
Mal, your happiness is more important to me than other people's happiness. Don't feel like you're being selfish by grabbing what you need and what you want. You are great at jokes and the world is yours.
Oh, that's so cute.
Wait, I'm really stuck on the you're good at jokes part.
Yeah, I knew you would be.
Thank you. Okay. McKenna, you is sexy and sensual. Because you said earlier that you feel like you're finally getting sensual, and I feel like Lara and I are like, you've always been sensual.
Thank you. Yeah.
And then my second one for you is the only person who could know that you already have everything is you.
Oh, that's really cute. I actually love that.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then Lara, I said, you the baddest baddie catch in the world. You light up the world and everyone in it.
Oh, I love that.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Okay, my turn. Okay, Lara. This is kind of like a little bit like rhymey, but not really that rhymey, actually. I don't know
Do
why
you
I
want
said
to sing
that.
it?
No, thanks.
Rap it?
That'd be worse.
Yeah.
I just said, when you step, the world steps. Go after what you want, and if you don't know, you just have to take one step.
Love that.
So kind of like a little bad, but like kind of like the sentiment is there. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Mal, I said, your inner world is safe to be chosen. Prepare to be the greatest explorer.
Guys,
beautiful.
these are so nice. I'm gonna get emotional. Can we get shirts
that say ours?
Yeah. Okay, my question was, what kind of high standards are you having this year? If you listen to the podcast, you know that we said that this is the year of high standards. So my question was what that means to you. I had two. The first was high standards on my use of time. So being really intentional and clear about how I'm using my time. And with my other therapist, I didn't, to be clear, like I didn't like cancel my current therapist. She left the practice. So I switched. I just feel like it's
Very
important
neutral,
to acknowledge.
Yeah.
But we came up with a list of questions to ask before I put something new on my calendar. And it was something like, will this event bring me joy? Will this event like bring me closer to a value I have? Will it bring me closer to connection to others? Whatever. And so I want to go back to like using those. It's hard because at work, there's a lot of pressure to like do additional volunteer work on the side. So I'm kind of trying to balance the like reliability complex I have with also just being like, no, I'm not going to volunteer at this event. And then my second one was just friendship high standards. So making time for the friends that give me good feelings.
Do we give you good feelings?
No.
Not at all.
Nope.
Yeah, that makes
just
sense.
kidding. Before you say take that back, no, you give me lots of good
I'm
feelings.
going to get better at being a little more secure.
Yeah. I love you very much.
Thank you. I love you too.
My turn?
Yeah.
Okay. What kind of high standards are you going to have this year? Lara is not going to play the caretaker role this year.
No.
I tend to be very understanding of others when they have a past reason to do something that negatively impacts myself or my self-image. I will always be understanding, but not to the amount I have been. It's the responsibility of others to not hurt me. Caretaker mentality no longer serves me.
Yep. That's it.
She has checked out of the caretaker role.
She closed the book. She's
Yeah.
done.
I'm done. I'm actually leaving now.
Yeah. Cashed out.
Yep. I love that, Lara. Okay, mine are protecting my time and my peace, working on continuing to say no, which has gotten better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I will say. Oh yeah, I expanded on that. I said no to men. I said no to more jobs. And I said no to going to things just because I don't want to feel left out.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's a good
That's a
one.
really hard thing for me.
Okay, so 2 questions.
Yeah.
Do you feel like sometimes you say yes to other people, aka men, because it's like a FOMO thing, or because it's like, well, what if this could be something?
Or because
Nope,
you want
I
to get a
always know.
sexual desire met.
No, I already know it's never going to be something.
So what is the yes coming from?
I feel bad.
Okay. Feeling
Yeah.
bad for them.
I feel bad if I say no.
Yeah.
Feeling bad because you like, you know, they're getting rejected, or because like you made plans and now you're backing out, or
Kind of both.
okay.
I think that in those moments I like really freeze.
Yeah.
I kind of
know
freeze and then
exactly
I'm
how you
like,
feel.
oh, well, I can just do it. And then like they'll forget.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the most relatable content in the whole world.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a relatable gal, I think.
Yeah. I don't think you're alone in that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Second question. With like saying no to job stuff, you said a big no to a job stuff thing recently. Do you feel like that has given you confidence to say no to more things?
Yes.
Or does it? Okay.
Nope. It gave me a lot of confidence because my therapist actually like broke this down for me. She's like, you said no to something that was scary. And then in the next week, because it was also turning down money. So like in the next week or two, I had a big influx of money.
Yeah.
And so she said, this is actually really good because you made this decision and then kind of circumstances, the universe, whatever, reinforced that was a safe decision to make.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
that was a very positive thing to have happened to me, even though it was hard to do that thing. But now, I mean, to be honest, they're kind of coming back and being like, but can you do this? And can you do this? And can you do this? And that's a hard line for me because I'm willing to help because I do feel like I backed out at like an inopportune time. So yeah, it's a day by day. That's my work right now. It's really uncomfy.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Next question.
We have a few more only. Oh, it's my question. What is currently making you feel tingly inside? Okay. My answers are that the idea that in 6 months my life will be completely different.
Ooh.
Douglas growing up because
boy.
he's just so much more manageable and understands the world, and it's not so scary to be alone with him anymore. Integrating and understanding my trauma. Things have been like clicking in ways that they've never clicked before. And it's a very cool thing to see because it proves that all my work was not, in vain. That was great. the depth of my current friendships, I think are really making me very happy and feeling safe. And then a partner who meets me. I just said who meets me there because I know what that means, but it doesn't really have to make sense. Yep. Those are mine.
My first one's getting more tattoos.
Oh.
Yeah, baby.
The second is having babies, buying a house, and then I'll put moving on that, and then reading another good rom-com.
I think you should read my fairy book. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
You said there's 3 in the series?
The fairy books? No, this is not the fairy book I'm currently reading.
okay.
But my other ones are, I think
I would love to read the fairy
do
book.
it.
Okay. What is currently making Lara feel tingly inside? The idea of Mal and Ryan getting married or having babies. Same for Ken. The moment you both tell me you're pregnant.
I've been thinking about that way too
literally
much.
It makes me like
I've been brainstorming ideas.
Twilight nights in our basement, more dance classes, and then sometimes like walking downtown. Like this happened earlier this weekend when we were just like walking in Arlington and like walking past like, you know, fancy businesses and whatever. Like I do think that I have this dream of like someday being this like badass worker bee in a fancy ass office, like calling shots to important people, you know?
Yeah.
So those things make me tingly.
I love that.
Oh, next question is mine. What is your most irresistible quality?
Oh my gosh.
Irresistible, baba. What'd I do? Oh, sorry. Okay.
I just want to make sure they can hear you.
Oh yeah, they need to hear this. I think my most irresistible qualities are my humor / quickness. I think that I'm like kind of irresistible when I'm like moving. Like
I would
dancing.
agree.
Yes.
Like dancing or like working out. I kind of like
Yeah.
look in the mirror. I'm like, yeah, I'm okay. I think that it's irresistible to the people that I love, how much I love to touch them. I'm a big on touch. Like if you like want a scratchy, I will like give you a little back tickle. Like I'm big about that.
Lara scratched my head for my whole tattoo and it was the greatest thing of all time.
And I love doing that. And my last irresistible quality is my steadfast support.
I love that.
Thank you.
My first one was my perky boobs, but I wrote LLJK, but I really mean it.
Incredible boobs.
My humor / ability to make people feel safe and comfy, and then my ability to banter.
Really good.
That's my bad. I just had to amend something really fast.
Some funny audio.
Okay, sorry. Are you done? Can you repeat your last one for me, please?
My ability to banter.
Yes, ability to banter. I think that is something that you guys have very much of.
But you don't feel like you do?
No, I think I do too.
Oh, yeah.
But I think like wittiness is something that
yeah. Something that my Australian podcasters always say is you can't teach vibes, and bants are the most important thing in dating.
Yeah, there has to be tension.
There has to be bants.
Yeah. There has to be a little bit of a push and pull.
I think that we're all really good at that.
Yeah. No one I've met this year has been good at that.
Besides us.
Yeah, and I'm not dating you guys.
Sadly.
Yeah. What if we took this moment to come out and as like a throuple together?
Which is exactly what we're gonna do.
Okay. No, thank you. I love them as friends. This is one that I just amended. So I originally put butt because Lara said butt and I was like, yeah, I guess. However, I'm going to amend it to curves because I have hated them my whole life. And I feel like just recently I've been like, wait, that's actually like one thing that someone would really, really like.
Yeah.
Sexy.
Not that it matters what other people like, but like, yeah, it's just like a fun thing to like be in.
Yeah. All caps.
And you like them.
I'm learning to like them.
Okay. I like them.
So. Me too.
Yeah. Thank you. But I like took this picture of myself like not too long ago. The picture when I'm on my yoga mat.
We're gonna post it.
For sure. Not safe for work. And someone pointed out to me that like the way that my like hip curved out was like the most attractive part of the picture. And that was what I thought was the least attractive part of the picture.
Wow.
And so, yeah, it's just like, reshuffling my idea of myself. And then I said like sensuality and like my ability to like draw someone in. Like, I think I do a really good job with that. And kind of like, I feel very disarming. And then also like in conjunction with that, my like I'm pretty weird. So like my awkwardness, like weirdness, I think plays into like the duality of that and like being sensual. Like I think it's kind of a funny combo.
Can I say something?
Oh my God. Yeah. Yeah.
No, I just think that like a special like this is what you were saying as one of your like things. I think of like being disarming and
don't read my face.
No, sorry. The ability. Yeah, like kind of ability to like with sensuality / being disarming / being very like good at talking to people. It's very easy for anyone to feel like, oh my God, like I've got an in right now with her, or like I feel this certain way. And it's kind of like, no, you feel that way because like McKenna let you feel that way.
Yeah, that is kind of funny because I've had men before, of course, say something along the lines of like it's kind of like a game, like where they feel like because they got in with me, they won. But like, I very much feel like I have very like big control over that.
Yeah. Yeah. I just think like in those situations where someone is like, I think I have an in, like, no, like, I just think that can get dangerous when you're that good at being like making others feel like a little powerful sense of like, I have an in with her. I think that's like, when you're that good at making someone feel like we are close right now, they can then like take advantage of it.
Is it bad? Is it manipulative?
No.
Okay.
I say in terms of like the same thing that I said before, where it's like not everyone deserves to have that feeling from you.
Yeah.
Your jawline looks like
phenom
right now.
Thank you so much. This one side of my jaw is different than this side, so
yeah, it is.
Yeah. I agree with you though, and I think that one thing, like there is that level of it, but then I also think I make it pretty clear that you have to like earn my trust as well, and I think that becomes the game for people of like, oh, I can feel. I've literally had a man tell me before, like, oh, because like I can feel that from you, like I just want to make you trust me basically, and like then fuck me over.
But there's also like layers of vulnerability. So I feel like it's easy with like in what I've heard with your relationships where like men feel like they've gotten in because they got through the most basic level of vulnerability, which maybe like other women didn't give to them, even though you're like, you really don't know anything. Exactly. But they are like, wow, which I know so much about McKenna.
But I don't even think it's me oversharing. I think it's literally just like, this is going to sound so braggy, but I think I make people sometimes men specifically feel a certain way that they think that there's maybe more of a connection than there is.
Yeah.
And then that's where I feel guilty saying no to them afterwards. Cause I'm like, oh, that was so fun. I'm like, it really wasn't.
Like your ability to do those good things so well, the disarming, the whatever connection makes people think like this is more.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. It's a work in progress.
Yeah. We're figuring it out.
Yeah. We're workshopping it. I'll let you know how it goes.
Okay. My question was, if you could change the faces on Mount Rushmore, what 4 faces would you choose? I'd like to first of all say that Mount Rushmore maybe just shouldn't have any faces on it because it is native land. But like, if we were hypothetically going to put faces on it, what would our faces be?
It's more of like less about what the structure is and more about like who are 4 important people. I
feel like I wanted to caveat that.
What are yours?
Oh, yeah. Well, okay. I only came up with 2 so I was sort of thinking this during categories of people, like one face, but like, what do they represent? So my first one was Elizabeth Warren / Hillary Clinton. Like I would want one of the 4 faces to be like really like influential, powerful, smart, like women politicians who had like changed, like shattered the glass ceiling in a lot of ways. And so that was one. And then the other one was just comedians that I think are really great. Like I wrote down Jon Stewart. I always say, is it you always correct me whenever I say the second one.
Oh, Hassan Minhaj.
Yeah. And Seth Meyers.
From Davis.
Yep. And then Seth Meyers and John Oliver, all my favorite like comedians. I feel like I would want one of them up there. That's all I came up with though, because 1 minute is a really short amount of time.
It's a short amount of time.
Yep.
My 4 faces, I said Sarah Jones, was just talking about her. I love her. She's a comedian. Dylan Mulvaney. This is a hard one because Dylan is going through like the process of FFS surgeries, and I think that maybe she would want like the final form face.
Yeah.
So
that's such a good choice.
We'll be contacting her. Che Luna, this like random like sex educator. I really love all their content, and again, 1 minute's a very short amount of time, so you're just like going for it. And then Douglas's face,
of course,
Douglas's face.
Okay, mine is way less good. First of all, I said Mount Rushmore. I think it's fake. It's like I've never been. Doesn't even exist. How is that possible? My mind can't comprehend it.
Yeah.
Right. So I said no one. No faces. I said only dogs or things. Like picture dogs in
a chair.
Or no, like like historically significant, like I don't know, things to like signify like the agricultural revolution. Yeah. And then
printing press,
the industrial revolution, like,
a light bulb.
Technology revolution and whatever.
And Douglas.
And it doesn't even have to be Douglas, it just has to be dogs. Like
okay.
A picture of a dog.
Yeah.
Sorry to be
no. I think that's
the way that I
fair.
am.
All right, you want to ask your bonus?
Yeah.
Because I feel like you need to give context.
Okay. So Lara and I have watched a few episodes of this show called His Dark Materials, which is on HBO Max, and it's quite a good show. It feels like a movie.
Yeah.
It's kind of one you have to like sit down and like watch. But anyways, in this show, we haven't gone too far, so this is beginning concepts. It could change. Yeah. So if we do this and you've already seen it and you think that we're kind of silly for doing it, please don't. So basically in this show, sorry, they're fighting.
No, my hand is so clammy. I was like, I don't know why.
In this show, everyone has a demon or daemon. It's spelled Daemon in the closed captioning. Pronounced demon. And basically it's like an animal companion that everyone has. And like when you are a child, it changes form. And then when you mature, it like settles in its final demon form. And then if the demon dies, you die. Right. So it's like really critical.
Yeah. And I think that there are similar feels to the Golden Compass. If you read or watched that, they also have demon.
Yeah. Similar vibes
figures,
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so like it's like a part of you.
Yes.
And then if you die, your demon
soul
dies.
In an animal form separate from you.
Yes. Yeah. I think that there's more later in the show that has to do with like different worlds that we haven't gotten to. Okay. But for right now, this is just like for fun. So basically my question was, what form would you want your demon to be? What animal form?
Yep.
Mine, sorry. Mine would be a wolf. I think mine would be a wolf.
Yeah.
Okay, I wrote down 3 and they're all kind of embarrassing. The first is a penguin. But I feel like I have to give the reasoning. So one of my first stuffed animals growing up was a penguin, and I named it Penguin. And since then I've gotten 2 more penguin stuffies. Most recently I got Ryan a penguin from REI so that he would have his own stuffed animal, and he named it Tabo, and it sleeps with us every night. So we like are a penguin family. Like when we have a baby, it for sure will get its own penguin stuffy.
Yeah. I mean, like a room theme would be penguins.
Yeah. And then I just watched Happy Feet, and like weird movie. Like, I don't know if anyone's watched it recently, but like, so it's like cute. And then it's suddenly like capitalism is the worst, religion is like ruining the world. Like it has a very sharp twist about 3/4 of the way through.
Whoa.
So anyway, if you haven't watched that in a while, may I not recommend it? Maybe like watch the first hour. It's cute and wholesome.
And then turn it off.
But their Mumble is the little baby penguin, and as you forgot, everyone in Mumble's, like, I don't know what the word is for a group of penguins, but in the group of penguins is known for their singing, but Mumble dances, hence Happy Feet. And it was pretty much the most wholesome first half of a movie I've seen, because Mumble just like dances nonstop, and it's so cute. So I just love penguins.
And it's like ASMR when he taps his
feet.
Yeah.
Anyway, and then my favorite animal has always been a tiger, or I just love big cats in general. Like, it's funny because I don't really like small cats, but I like big cats. So I would say a tiger or a lion, but I don't feel like I'm very aggressive. So I don't necessarily feel like that like represents me personally. personally. Sometimes I feel like a llama, but they're also kind of aggressive because they spit on people.
Yeah.
So I don't know. But then I've always wanted to be a condor because I love flying and like I love the idea of swooping and being a big bird would be kind of cool. But I also don't like the idea of like eating mice and stuff. So, you know, a lot of I don't know. I didn't have a clear answer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If anyone has any help, any animals that you think represent me, let me know.
I kind of am into the condor idea.
I am too. I was about to say,
because I feel like you also would like to want to see what's going on.
Perspective,
you know, like,
easy to jump around, fly around. So my person or my demon was I did kind of already say this before you had like also brought it up now, but lion. I think that I'm a lion. I think that I'm probably definitely a lion.
Okay.
Backstory is that I actually just kind of unlocked this memory. When I was younger, my parents used to force me into like plays.
They
like
wanted
acting.
you to be a performer.
Yeah.
And you were the lion in Lion King?
I wasn't the Lion King. I was the person named Snug who plays a lion in the Midsummer Night's Dream.
Oh.
Wow.
So there's like
pretty dark, is it not?
It's pretty dark, yeah.
Are
I don't
the
remember
cats?
a bunch, but
maybe they shielded you from the bad stuff.
hopefully it was like a children's theater production. But yeah, I did play that character. I did it with my friend Grace, and there's this weird picture of me in a lot of our picture books of me on stage holding my little stuffed animal lion that I've had since I was a baby.
That's cute.
And other backstories that my mom said that I looked like a tiger / lion.
You do look like a lion.
When I was a baby and now, but mostly when I was a baby when she didn't give me enough boobie.
Yeah. That's fair.
Wants the boobs. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
maybe I could be a mountain goat.
Interesting.
Or my other one was a meerkat.
You have a lot of different options.
Well, here's my thing. All the ones that I think that would like if I was in this movie, I think I would end up with like a meerkat, like something like not cool at all.
Or an otter.
Yeah, maybe I hate
Otters
water
are cool,
though.
though.
I don't like water. I don't think that would be mine. But anyway, but I feel like all the cool ones, like I'm not actually like not like I'm not cool. I think I'm cool, but like I don't know. I don't think I would end up with a tiger. It's my animal. Like,
but these are cool. A condor is cool.
Yeah.
Sorry,
what
did
I
was like, no,
That's like can be like a fierce bird.
But I didn't want to say eagle because I didn't want the political implications of saying an eagle. But I do love a good hawk, like a good eagle or a good hawk.
And the eagles like in Alaska are big boys.
Yeah.
They're huge.
Yeah. But if we can find a big bird that like maybe doesn't like eat other things, like is just a vegetarian.
Take the logistics out of it though.
No, I'm overthinking it.
No, because your demon might not even have to eat anything.
Yeah, we don't know.
It could just be you that eats and your demon gets your energy, their energy source from you.
Yeah.
But here's my thing. Have you seen a condor's face? They're not cute. Like, would I have to look at its face all the time?
No, because it's who you are. Or no. That's
also the demons, Lara figured this out, that are always like the opposite sex. Not very inclusive if you ask me, but
yeah, pretty well so far that we've seen in the show.
Yeah. Okay. I feel like we need to move on or else I'm going to keep naming it like an ostrich. I could be an ostrich.
No, we don't want to be an ostrich.
I'm so ashamed of ostriches.
Yeah, we don't want to offend them.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's all.
See, this is what we're practicing not doing.
Yeah, you're right. We have to have more smooth transitions.
So everyone, we're working on our transitions.
Yep.
Please bear with us.
Bear with us after almost 3 years of this podcast.
We are always improving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, for sure. Forever.
Yeah. And we really, really value you. And we are really excited for what's up next.
Yeah. Yeah. I think we can quickly say that we had a major brainstorming session today.
Yeah.
And it is going to take quite a few months to roll out some of the things that we want to roll out.
Yeah.
But that's exciting because there are things that are happening on the back end.
Yep.
And I guess if you're wondering how you can help us, if you're, thinking about it, you could leave a review. That'd be really helpful.
That would help us for sure.
That would really, really help. Our goal really is going to have to be to like get some of those reviews up because it is the only currency that we have in this sort of platform.
Yep.
Yeah. Also giving us a follow on Instagram if you don't already. We just changed our handle to fuck wellness, but there's no U. It's just FCK wellness. So
FCK wellness.
if you don't follow us already, there's going to be some fun content coming up.
Fun content. And also like your participation is really required for some of it. Like not required, but like
Polaroids will be needed.
No, we need your help, I guess is what we're saying, to kind of like fine tune some of the things, change our show a little bit, make sure that we're actually like putting things out that people enjoy. And we would love your opinion on a lot of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect.
Well,
Nice.
as always, thank you for listening. We appreciate it a lot. And we will see you next week.
We're going to go eat some Thai food.
Love you.
Bye.
Love you. Bye.